What's up, YouTube? This is Cash J Drevitt with Cash Collections. This video is about my lid. I've had many people asking me questions in Facebook groups and even here in the comment area about you know, how I make my little small whipped creams to put in the middle. They wanted to know what it were and things like that. And so this is me explaining how I, accomplished the small part of the whipped cream with the spackling, and basically how I start the whole process. And so right now we're getting ready to go into that. We're gonna do the little small part of the whipped cream. This is like the most important part, you guys. I swear it helps when it's dried. It helps to keep the spackling with the whipped cream part from sinking in. So I know y'all seen this in another video how I start this off with or whatever, but I use a piping bag. I know many people ask me what number this is, and to be honest, I really don't know. I'm not a baker. I don't make cakes, write on cakes. I've had this for like 2 years, y'all, but I swear I have no idea. But if you could like just look at it yourself and kind of tell, that's what I use. And so I'm gonna show y'all how I start my little lid area. Again, this is who I get my spackling from. I love them. I don't do nobody else anything else or whatnot. And so we're just gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and make a good amount of these because I go through these a lot, the whipped creams lids a lot. So you don't have to add any color to this, anything like that. Just stick it all in there. This is a fun, messy job. So I love doing this. And just want to give you guys heads up. I do have 3 kids and they are outside. So if y'all hear any noise in the background, just understand it's my little rugrats. That's what they do. They like to run in and out the house. All right, so I just push it all down like that. Just kind of get it to the bottom. I always use wax paper. I use wax paper because it actually helps to be able to pull off the whips when you're ready to use it. And so I don't use nothing else besides that. All right, so I'm gonna just show you how I do it. Now this don't have to be perfect, but it has to sit up straight to give y'all that nice look, that nice full look. Now while I'm doing this, I'm kind of smashing it in, like I'm going to the top and I'm smashing it in, I'm going to the top and I'm smashing it, because it helps with the balance of the whipped cream. It will start to lean to the side if you don't do that. And then I just twist it a little bit. Yep, and so that's how I do it. Now, like I said, they will start to lean to the side, but as long as the lean is not that bad, you don't have to worry about it. You just want your, however high this is how high it will help support your whipped cream when you're ready to go around it. It's the best, y'all, like I'm telling you. So the higher you can get this up, the better. And I had to learn this when I was first doing the whipped cream for the Grinch mugs, and I'm like, oh, my stuff keeps still sinking in, and it's crazy. Yep, up, down, and you can see it kind of still trying to lean to the side, but it's okay. You can always fix it back with your piper. Yep, so you just do this. Get as many as you can out of this. Now you got to make sure that your spackling is a little bit thick, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, sometimes that spackling be way too soft, and when you're doing this, it will, like, no matter what you do, it will tilt over. And so what I would do is I would leave the lid off the spackling so it can thicken up some, and then that's the best time to use it. Or you could just pour your spackling inside of your bag and just like put it off to the side to allow the spackling to get thick, because if it's way too soft, no matter how many times you smash this in or whatever, it's still going to lean because it has no support in the texture. So you definitely want to make sure that your spackling feels a little thick. Like, I can't explain to y'all how many times I struggled with that. And all my little whipped creams kept going off to the side. It was just ridiculous. Now, to be honest, y'all ain't gotta make it this perfect. I just like stuff to look cute no matter what I do. Because even if you really wanted to, if you had like another tip or whatever, and you just want to swirl some up to the top, the only thing that you just need to worry about is how high your whip is, because it helps with the height of your ice cream or your whipped cream. Now, like I said, it ain't gotta be perfect, but to me, everything gotta be perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna just do one more so we can get to the next part of this video. And so what I do with this, once I'm done, if I'm okay with how many I have, you know, I'll just leave it to the side, put it wherever you want it to. I'm gonna do one more. I just got to, because I sell a lot of these. I'd rather get them all out the way and do a bunch of them at once. Okay, so what you do is you just leave it to the side, and if you have like a heating area, it's best to put it in there, put it somewhere where you know where you got some heat at, so that way you won't have to wait so long for it to dry out. If you're trying to take it off the wax and it seems like it's too hard, like it's peeling the wax off, that means that at the bottom of it is still not dry. Don't touch it, let it sit there and dry. You're gonna know that it's completely dry if it becomes easy to take it off the wax. That is very important to know, y'all, because trust me, I have struggled with that. But that's it. So I let this sit for about I have a drying area where I put my things at. So I let it sit for about a good day. Usually I do this at night, and then you know, add it by the next day in the afternoon, and it's easier to peel off once you put it in your drying area. Show you guys how it's gonna come out once it is completely dry. After I show you how I prep my lid. So before, in one of my videos, I showed y'all how I put the small whip in this lid, how I just glued it to here. Well, I'm gonna show y'all what another idea that I came up with, because I feel like, you know, the higher the whip, the better. And I love the full effect of it. I know everybody was crazy about the whipped cream, but now you can actually give it more of an ice cream look. I mean, the list goes on. And so I'm gonna show y'all another way I prep this. I do take this off. That's very important to take that off. And so what I do again with this is, again, I take my spackling and actually, before I do this, let me do something for y'all real quick, because I don't know if I explained it in the other video, but it's so important to cover this hole. I do have there's a hole right here that I like to put hot glue on, so I'm gonna just show y'all real quick. All right, so I got my hot glue right here, and so what I do with that little teeny piece right there, I block it off to protect the spackling. So that right there is very important. And y'all know hot glue don't take long to get hard. You don't need a whole lot. You just want to cover that. That's just it. And you're gonna still need your hot glue, because I'm gonna show y'all why. And so let that get dry a little bit. so it don't take long. And so what I do next is with my spackling, I do take my spackling and I just take it on top of that, just like that, y'all. You know, and then I just go across it. Put all my spackling back. And voila. Yep. Now, I do this because this foundation help with the height of your whipped cream or your ice cream, whichever one you want it to look like. And so you can clean it off if you want to or not, but you still won't see it once you start the whipping process. And so for me, like I said, I like things to be perfect. I do clean it off. So, but it's not, you know, that hard to do. Just go around the rim of it and just kind of wipe it off. And then at the bottom part, I'm gonna kind of show y'all, you know, as you can see, the entire thing is completely covered. But at the bottom part is where your hole is now, because this right here has a handle to it. I know where my hole is at, which is like the most awesome part in the world. And so I just take a straw and I can go this way. I like going down this way because it's a lot more easier to clean. And I make a hole. I twist it too, that way it makes sure that. And now you got yourself a hole. That's the most important part of this entire process. So you'll have a little mess right there, which is okay. So I just take my finger and I just wipe going across this way. That's just it. And then you go in there a little bit with a napkin. Just clean off whatever excess you got, because you don't want to wait till the last minute to clean that. So, and then that's it. That's all you got. You got yourself a nice little ready to go lid. So you leave this in the oven with your little small whips or whatever, and then boom. I would let this sit the same way how I said, you know, somewhere in the heating area. But this one right here, I would let sit for more like 2 days, because sometimes when you touch it in the middle, it's still kind of soft, because if you touch it and it seems like a bit still kind of soft basically, yeah, I mean, you can work on it right away, but to me, I allow it to sit 2 days in a nice, warm, heated area. And so, yeah, that's how I get my lid prep ready to go. All right, so this right here is what I'm finna show y'all how it's going to look after it's dried. You're gonna have this. This right here is how your whip will look when it's dried, the little small portion. And then this right here is how it looks. It's nice and dried on the top. You know, down here at the bottom is all nice, neat, and clean. It makes it easier for when you're ready to epoxy your entire whipped cream. You don't have to go into the creases or anything like I had showed y'all in the other video. This is so much more easier. I love it this way. And so, yep, nice and dried. And so what I do is I take my glue gun and I just go all up in it. You know, you can just glue it however the way you want to. This right there, this actually do help to secure your spackling when you're going into your whipping or ice cream process, or whatever you want to call it. I just take that and I just glue it in the middle. And you see how high that's already sitting? Can't get no better. It's just so beautiful. And you still got your hole nice, good, ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all how I got my ice cream, how I do the ice cream, you know, in the swirl ice cream, you know how the stores do or whatnot. We're gonna get it to look like, oops, that's my glue gun, like that. Now you can see the difference between this and this. So this one sit higher than this because this went through the lid process. This one is how I showed y'all how I started with the small piece in the middle first instead of using the foundation part of it, which is that right there. So Just wanted to show y'all the difference. All right, so now she's up there, nice, ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to put this on top of that. Now, you don't have to put your straw in there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but you really don't have to. It's up to you if that's how you feel you want to do, because you can always, you know, go right straight through it once you finish with your whip. But I'm gonna show y'all. See, in the other video, I already showed y'all how you can work, you know, work your way around it with the straw in it. But I'm gonna show y'all another way of how I do it without doing that. So I'm gonna get my bag again. It's a little bit in there, but we're gonna need some more. And so the more spackling you got to use, the more materials you're going to have to use. So, and the more epoxy you have to use too. So, I mean, it's worth it at the end, you know, but you do use more material. Now you don't have to put no white in this, because I noticed that some of their spackling comes with like a little shade, like a grayish, and some of them don't. It already come white, and so this one right here had already came white. It don't have like a grayish look to it. I don't know what be going on with the company, but whatever goes on with it, I got a trick for both. But but yeah, so this one already has like a nice, you know, white ice. I mean, yeah, ice cream or whipped cream look to it, so you don't have to put no color to this and whatnot. And so, and on top of that, we want this to look more like an ice cream look. So we're not really going into the whipped cream look right now. All right, so like before I said, I gotta stand up for this. And hopefully I got enough in there for it. So, I always start right here. That's just how I do it. But y'all don't have to, but that's just how I do it. So we're gonna go around this, nice and fluffy. You want to kind of go to your edge because you want that full effect look. And then I bring it all around here. This is your ice cream. This is the look that you want for your ice cream. And then we do it like that. And so, I've explained to someone on Facebook that if you do not like this look, you can always take your spackling, your spatula, and scoop it right on off, throw it right back in here, and go right back to doing what you did. That's just how easy it is. That's why I love spackling. I mean, you can do this with all within one section. You don't have to worry about trying to, throw it away, or don't get upset with it, because this is a practice, day for y'all. You can scoop it all back up, put it right back inside your bag, start all over again until you are very happy and satisfied with that. All right, so now that I'm done with whipping it, I'm going to show you guys how I took my straw and, made the hole, because this hole right here is very, very important. So let me see if I have another straw in here, because I do have another straw that'll allow me to go straight through it. So you don't want to use the straw with the tip on it, because you want this to go straight through. You don't want to go up and pull down. It's going to be a hot mess. So you want to go straight through it, so that way you won't have to worry about a huge mess. So just take any type of straw that you got that don't have that little tip part at the end of it. And so I go up like this, and I do it nice and slow. While I'm doing it, I'm twisting it, and I'm moving it around, because you want your straw to go through here. Kind of just use my other finger to do that. Yep, there we go. And that's it. And so I fix it up, give a nice little fix. If you're like, ew, I don't like the way this look, it's okay. The spackling, you can, mess around with it. Kind of just pat it however the way you want to pat it. And then you'll just got yourself a nice little hole. Yep. And you can just let that sit and dry. And I say let this dry, like I said, in a nice warm area. I let this sit for about a good 3 days. About 2 or 3 days if you got like a heated area, because you want the entire thing to be nice and workable to where you're able to put your you know, your drip and everything on it. And so after that, I just go straight to adding my candies on it. All of my candies. So I just put, you know, whatever it is that you want to put on your whipped cream or your ice cream, you can do it just like that. And so that's basically it. My other videos, I've showed you guys how I just, you know, I add candies or whatnot to it. And so yep, you can put whatever you want to put on the top of it. Right now we're doing the ice cream. I got candies all over the place, y'all. Trust me, it's kind of hard to find it, but yep. And so you can just take whatever you want and just put it on top. And that's it. We're good. So please like and subscribe, you guys. I need y'all to like, subscribe, comment, share my page on my YouTube channel with everyone. If you know people who is looking for these styles, these ideas, just bring them my way. And you know, I can answer some questions or whatnot. I hope you guys like it. I hope it is a lot more easier for y'all. And so just let me know what y'all think. Have a good one.